guys, this is Bongi Kazamula. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to speak from the heart. I've been struggling with this concept for quite some time now. I realized that I've learned so much from the community, that I've gained so much from other YouTubers, from people in general who would be posting about their personal journeys and how they teach other people to grow. So from that, I figured out that I'm gonna risk my life a bit because I think sharing too much about yourself on social media can be very bad. Sometimes it's good, it pushes your boundaries, sometimes in a positive way, but sometimes it can bring negative comments. It can bring people that you wouldn't want to have around you, looking at your life and exposing your children. Because I'm a mother, it's very imperative and important that I also protect my children while I'm doing this. So one of the things that made me start this channel is how I looked at how much we don't grow as a society, more especially within my community, how much we don't grow because of small things. You know, some of the things that we do, if we avoided them, they could help somebody else grow. I mean, for me to be here, somebody had to share their information, somebody had to talk to me, somebody had to teach me a few things, even though I cannot mention the people's names, but I learned from somewhere. I learned from somebody. So today I wanted to highlight those just 4 or 5 of the things that I've seen that are blocking us as a community. I realized that as people, we compete so much. You know, if we would stop with competition or competing with one another, it would be easier for us to learn from each other. You know what I mean? It would be easier for us to be open and to be able to receive more from other people, and to be able to receive more from the world and the universe in general. I've seen it a lot of times where instead of us picking each other, instead of us positively pushing each other towards success, we compete. We do not want the other person to be doing better compared to ourselves. An example of this is where I'm building currently. I have a neighbor that has got more or less the same type of rental rooms, you know, and I want to find out what's going on, what the market likes, what the people want. And I've learned that the best way to know things is to go to the people who have done it before, you know, is to go and talk to the people and ask. And to my shock, to my utter shock and a bit disappointment, when I approached the couple, and I would just ask a few questions, and they asked me, why are you asking? And I had to be honest and tell them that I'm your neighbor from that property that is being built right now. And they did not want to share nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And they were angry at the fact that I was asking. And that it didn't turn me off completely, because I ended up accepting that it's not always that you will get people assisting you. It's not always that you'll get somebody who's willing to share their niche, you know, because maybe they are afraid if they share much with me, I'm gonna take their people, or I'm bringing a better competition in a way for them. So but I was shocked at the manner in which they responded. Their response was a bit harsh, but I had to accept it. So sometimes as the people, we compete so much such that we don't even appreciate that the people that are asking us, or the people that we are supposed to be asking information from, they are absolutely not meaning any harm to you. Maybe the very person could teach you a thing or two about the same thing that you wanted to do. For an example, the very same people, I've had other properties that I'm renting out. I believe that I've got a few things to share with them. I would be open to share with them if they were open as well to share with me. So us competing too much as people sometimes is detrimental to our own growth. It's detrimental to our own learning, and while I'm still on the learning part, you'll find that people are not willing at all. People are not willing to click on that link that has got extra information for them to learn. People are not willing to read. People are not willing to listen to podcasts that are going to assist them. For me, I realized that a lot of information on developing properties is not shared much on YouTube in South Africa. It's mostly people from outside. It's people from America. It's, I mean, people from overseas that are sharing how to be a property developer or how to be an investor. And sometimes what they teach about is relevant in their own countries. I'm not saying that the information won't be assisting to you and to us here in South Africa, but I find that the information that they share is more relevant mostly in their country. But if you are willing to go deeper and learn more about what they are speaking about, you'll be able to learn a few things that are going to propel you and assist you in terms of starting up. I mean, when I was starting up, most of the info, like I said, I got it from YouTube, but I shared with some of the people around me. So the more you dig, the more you learn, the more willing you are to learn, the more it will be easier for you to venture into a property development, because it's not something that comes on a silver platter. It's something that it's hectic and hard for someone to start, and it needs things like bravery, but at the same time you need to have enough knowledge to for you to be able to begin. And while we are also on the learning matter, there is nothing wrong with sharing, guys. There is something wrong with oversharing your personal life, but there is nothing wrong with sharing the journey and the information that other people are trying to learn from you. Because sometimes you think that you are the one who is sharing, but you discover that there is things that you also missed while you are trying to explain to the next person. So people who want to learn from you are not only benefiting themselves, but sometimes they benefit you in terms of seeing the things that you can improve on your own side. I've heard a lot of people, like I said, I started this channel because I wanted to give back, because I wanted to share with my South African community things that I couldn't get on the internet as a whole. I've had people come to me and ask me, how am I doing it? How is it possible? Can they do it from the properties that they have already? And I realized that some of the people want to do it and they have got the resources to do it, but they just don't know. You know what I mean? They just are not aware that they can utilize, for an example, the current houses that they have. They can shift things around for themselves. They don't know they can even use their own cars to sell things and all these other things. But the more you share with people, the more you talk to people, the more open you are. You'll never know. Maybe you are that thing that that person needed, to be able to start. Maybe you were a God sent angel to that person, for that person to be able to steer their life for the better. Hence, I'm saying it would be it's a shame sometimes to keep the information that you have learned out there. Of course, you have clicked that button. Of course, you have gone an extra mile to get that information. But who knows, like I said, who knows that maybe you learning whatever it is that you learned, it was God's way of getting that information that you hold within yourself to that other person. So why am I talking so much? What I'm trying to say is, let's share, guys. Let's learn. Let's be willing to dig. Let's be willing to go the extra mile, to learn more, to find out more. Your curiosity sometimes can assist you, because not everybody is born an investor. I was never an investor at the beginning. I was just somebody who wanted to get out of the situations that I've been in before. And I found while I was learning about investment that property is one thing that is more accessible for me. It's more within my reach to be able to do. And it doesn't mean the other platforms for investment are not out there to reach, but it was easier for me to be able to learn and understand investment through property. So let's learn. Let's be willing and open to study more, to dig more, to find out more, and also be willing to sometimes you need to go to the people. You need to, if you have to take a ride, you need to take a ride and go ask the person. Pick that phone, call the person. I'm not saying everybody will be willing to assist you and teach you. I'm just saying that it is worth a try for you to learn. It is worth a try for you to call that individual. It is worth a try. You can even write them a message. And to those who are receiving the questions, if you cannot answer the person, there's nothing wrong with that. We don't know everything, right? We're not computers, we are humans. We learn. That's why in this channel I said we're gonna learn together, we're going to grow together. I don't know everything, and I believe that I am to learn from you. Hence, I'm saying please leave me comments. I'm willing to get a advice and hints from you. But when a person is asking you, let's be willing as the people, as South Africans, to share, to teach each other. I discovered and I find it a bit disturbing. I don't know about other people. You find a person that has done very well in their previous project, okay, and it's doing good. They've got a good Facebook presence, they've got good YouTube presence, or let me just say in overall good social media presence. And the person, all of a sudden, they create master classes. They create master classes, and you find that you don't get any information from them. And if you ask, they say to you, oh, I've done that on my YouTube. Please click on my YouTube and like my YouTube and what. And I do believe that as a people, we need to grow. Of course, they also need to grow themselves. And if that makes more money, and if that's what they how they want to handle, there's nothing wrong with that. But all I'm saying is that in this channel, in my channel, I'm willing to share, and I'm willing to inform, and I'm willing to educate what I know. I'm willing to give and get my community in up and running in terms of property. If you have got any question, please leave it here. If you have something that you would have as an advice, where to get material, now I'll be needing to do the roofing very soon. I need to be doing quotation for roofing and windows, so it would be very nice if you know any place. It's not a problem. Please do leave some comment for me down below. Let's learn, let's grow, let's teach each other. There's no reason for us to compete. There is a reason for us to coexist and co-grow together.